Today my session is about what's new with application insights and Azure Monitor. I'm Menaka Bhaskar Pillai. I'm working as a associate software engineer at Accenture. Today we are going to discuss about what new features are previews that being launched in application insights as well as in Azure Monitor. Uh, Today agenda we are going to cover about Azure Monitor themes, application monitoring, infrastructure monitoring, metric logs and insights. As per agenda, there are a lot of things inside each things like monitor themes have different components and application monitoring have several things. As a wrap up compound, I'm going to explain a single thing in each as I mentioned in each thing. So what is Azure Monitor themes? Like already we have like every application, whether it is an on-premise application or it is a virtual machine, we need to monitor the health and status of the application. So the monitor plays a vital role, and it is a combination of like log analytics as well as application insights. So consistency and completeness in monitoring any Azure service. So in this new features, they implemented some consistency and that add the future of existing monitoring service to ahead in this service. So enterprise the readiness in security and compliance. Security and compliance in data breach plays a vital role, even it is a new future or an existing future. Data privacy plays an important role. So monitor teams have the new data future as per the readiness of the enterprise. So open ecosystem to integrate with open source language like Python, Java, Node.js. As a .NET developer, adding an application inside via telemetry is very easy because I can easily use my NuGet packages to install that DLL to my project. But if I'm a Java developer, I am writing a code in a script like Python, how I can use. So in this build, they make this process as automated, so I can easily use those application inside in my application which is written in Java or Python. So that is the one important feature that been added in this build. So what about next is like application monitoring. Application insight as well as log analytics, both together. They merge both two features of monitor at a single workspace. That is a new thing of this build they launched in Azure Monitor Service. So we can manage all our things in one workspace. We don't need to work on log analytics separate environment and work on application insights on separate environment. That they establish a constant connection that linking my application insight as well as my log. So I can monitor my log as well as my application insight. What it is by linking those both from a developer end, it's okay. What as per the cost efficiency, the pricing of two services paying even as a pay as go service is very high compared to that of integrated service. So as per cost, it is very good. And what is the enterprise advantage like disaster recovery, high availability, J and all that. Like if I'm going for a VM virtual machine, I need a future like disaster recovery. Whenever my remote VM is not working, I need some of the additional VM to cook up the work of the VM that is already running. So when I'm come to this monitor service is also have the features that include the features of VM like disaster recovery, high availability, as well as like agility and other features that the common Azure service have, and codeless attached for easy onboarding. This is what I explained in my previous slide. I have no need to worry about writing code separately for application insight, even it is a open source like Node.js also, whether it is in a Linux platform. So as a .NET developer, we are implementing Azure Monitor Service, Azure Application Insights in our application. We can use the same way in our other platform also. So moving on to next, infrastructure monitoring. Infrastructure monitoring, in this build they launched various features and beautiful features in the infrastructure monitoring. If you look on VM, we can able to monitor the VM. Even it is a single VM or a bunch of VM, we can easily monitor those VM. So how many services, other services that include like Azure or containers, how many services I can monitor at present. Those all the level of understanding being given in the documentation. So we can monitor each and everything easily by means of Azure Monitor Service. So if it comes to VM and VM scale set, we can able to monitor how many guest user, and if there is any level of issues that arise in the VM end, I can monitor those. And my VNet connection and my dependency of that connection like subnet with other nets connection, I can easily able to monitor. If I'm coming to containers, because every deployment as of now, if it is have Docker image, I need to deploy that in my AKS container. So containers plays an important role. So I can able to monitor the AKS container as well as the Azure Arc. So even Azure Arc is somewhat new. The preview is also new for monitoring the Azure Arc. And unified network watcher connection, monitor AKS container. So for a single console for monitoring Azure as well as on-premise, is it possible using this new update? I can able to monitor my endpoints across various regions, whether it is on my on-premise site also. That's quite wonderful because till now, before the build release, this features been available in preview version. After the build also, some of the features what I am showing in demo will be available in preview only. But compared to the monitors that's been Azure has before, the monitor now the Azure is having is very good, because as a Azure monitor service, it is quite complicated to monitor the service and log all the logs, and again comparing with your log analytics, somewhat complicated. But in this build, they made everything easy as a single picture of frame, so we can monitor everything on a single frame of Azure. So that's it about. Next is metrics, logs, and insights. Out of box insights based on workbook. Like I want to monitor my CosmoDB or my storage account or my network or some other thing like VM with all the subnets. So I can use out of box insights. That is also I have a separate workbook that been pre-built in my monitor service. So after that, the important feature that been added is a key wallet and Redis cache. So these two monitoring features also been released in this 2020 build. And after that, new data source and visualization. Like I can able to monitor the geomaps, tabs, and the chart enhancement. Everything can be done within a single service. And what about the user experience and the enterprise readiness? Before and now, there is lot of difference of user experience. Even in the feedback session also, they are getting a very good feedback for Azure Monitor as well as Application Insight, because everything is with new schema and everything have the table pan. So understanding of single schema is not complicated as before. So we can have the query editor where you can able to run the individual query and you can see the output of the query what you being written already. So Azure Application Insights with log analytics is together forms the Azure Monitor to the next level. So that's what this build of what's new with Azure Application Insights and Monitor deals with. So if you want to refer individual documentation, because Azure Monitor VM series as well as monitoring docs and other useful links, everything being given in this link. So you can proceed by getting the knowledge from this link. Now let's move to demo, because there is very less content to speak about this. Let's try and see. So in this demo, I'm not going to take an entire monitoring service. So for application insight, I took a sample application. That application is a simple login form application. I just built in my .NET Core 3.1, where I am having my telemetric application insight that's been installed, and I have my JSON file also for that. So it's easy to use application insight for my .NET Core application by just installing from a NuGet package. Now what I'm going to do is, like I already hosted this application and my application is running in my Azure environment. Now I'm going to monitor, I'm going to see the inside of this application and what feature they added. I'm going to implement those features of monitoring this particular application. So you can see this now, like application map. I'm going for customize with my own customize. So if you see here, from a normal traditional approach, like how I will go with my normal application insight, I need to connect my telemetry, I need to pass the values. After hosting the application, I want to give the URL. Those kind of basic needs to be performed. My simple application insights being tracked inside my demo application insights. This is a preview, so you can have this preview, you can use this preview, or you can just leave this preview if you want to go with the previous without updates. So what I'm doing is like before we can able to track an insight, like what exactly the insight is. Like I have this much views and this much calls and the instance this much being created. Now what I added something new is like I can able to view my logs directly from here. This is one of the good feature, and along with that, my my slowest request. I'm having one application, like I have my user is reporting my application like my application is slow today. So I can directly go here. I can investigate my performance. The slowest request will be tracked at the first. So this is my slowest request compared to other requests that been already loaded. So just I can investigate my performance. So if you see here, I am having my details. Since my application have no failure features, so it is running good and fine. If I have some features like I have some failures like because of my CPU or my load utilization or any power backup issues, whatever it is, I will get those things as a track here. So I can drill those things into my samples. So in my samples, I can open my end-to-end transaction details. So I can see the complete incoming request and the dependency and the exception as a profile tracker. As of now, the application is clean and it's having no issues. So it's working fine and good. If I have any exception, I can see those exceptions as down below with the future that causes that exception. This is quite good because after this, not only along with this, I can able to trace the application, like how it is originated, where it is originated, the requesting URL, along with the response time. Suppose my application is not even loaded, my application fails to load, my status code is not even getting 200, okay, status code. What I can do, I can check all those things in a single frame. So I can see the request name and the response code. If it is a working application, it will be okay only. It's not a problem. And the successful request rate as well as the URL that is requesting. Since I'm using the application down from my local host, so I'm getting see this URL request also. So yeah, here. So if you view all the telemetry, it gives individual telemetry of everything. So you can see, use this end-to-end transcription to find out where and when, by whom, where is by the location, the exception causes by this profile tracer. So this is something new because we can do individually based on our slowest response time or some other features, on what basis you want to extract the information from your application. So this is what about application insights deals with. If you want to explore something more, you can go with the live metrics. That is very good because as a single dashboard, I can view my complete live metrics. So, yeah. So for my running application, I can view my metric. Since my application is running now, so my chart is getting updated along with my server name. It's been located. So if I switch off my application, I want to track my live metric of the particular application. It is not possible, but it will hold the value of the lost run. So if you want to store it as a record and you want to compare your old record with your new, this will be very useful. So you can use this. You can see something quite new here. Everything what I am doing in application insight that have connection somewhere with my log. So that's how this build in this build they introduce the features like how I'm going to implement my analytic data along with my insight data, how I can able to compare those things. Everything they can pre-build and they made in a single frame. So you can navigate directly from view in logs, or you can as normal you can go directly to log analytics and you can perform. So you can go from here. So if you see here, I have my pre-built query for application. I can run this query based on my performance or based on some other features. That is, we can customize those things. If as per standard, I want to run something with a failure time or the view page details or something, I can write my individual query here. I can run those. I can view my response here directly. So what I did is, I already written some of the query from the query extractor. Yeah, this is. I already written some of the query from the query extractor, from the sample query. I just reformed based on the application. So this is how I can able to view the logs also. Now I run the log file based on the performance. So it is giving my values of average duration, the request count, and the percentile duration. If you want to do for something like I want a page view or the slowest page as we discussed before, or other link like exception details for every 24 hours, you can do those things by changing the query as per the requirement of your system, of your application needs. So you can view those things in a chart format as well as a result format. So here those the service having the separate column. So your service and what it belongs to, you can choose your query accordingly, and you can run those query by altering based on your request. If it is my request is for a application that is being running on Linux or some other platform, just do some changes or customize the location and just run those query. You can get the set of output as given below. So as of now, my application is having only the performance tracker. So I am just getting the percentile duration as well as request count like that values. So if you want to explore those things been added now. So for even for a key wallets and IoT, they added those queries feature. So it is easy for us to work because we just need to edit what we need. So we don't need to put a lot of time for writing the individual query. For sample queries, you can explore here. See, it is having the sample queries. So if you want something like failed request, so just go run or load to your editor and just change the some of the things as per your standards, customize those things and run those query. That will be helpful to get the actual logs what you need for this. So guys, this is what application insights with log analytics they dealt with in MS Build. Now let's go and see what's new in Azure Monitor. So this is my Azure Monitor. Now what I'm having is something new is I have a preview features and now live features also that is being previewed before, like networks, key wallets, Redis cache as I discussed in the slide. If you want to monitor your application, we already have the application install and log analytics. You can directly choose those things which you want to monitor and you can see the monitoring result as we see in your application insights. So this is same as, since my application is not running now, so it's giving server request as 0. So the same thing you can do from here as well as an application insight from there. So what comes to new here is virtual machine. So I already created a virtual machine that I want to monitor. So if you have some of the virtual machine that is not being linked with here, so you can also see those list of VMs in not monitored, and some of the workspace configuration it is not available. You can see all those things from here, and here I am having already one VM that I am monitoring, and I am enabled its monitor coverage also. So I can see that VM either from my dashboard or I can view individually from here. So let's see the performance. So this is what they added as new, like I can able to view my performance stat of individual VM that is running at second. So I can able to create it as a report, and then I can view this report on my later for my observation. Like I want to store this report for some other purpose, like I want to compare those running and utilization of something like local disk or CPU utilization, or how much node it is requiring. I want to compare that, so I can able to build this future as a base future for my new release. So I can use those things. And here is what new things comes. So the single VM I created, that is a Windows server. So I can able to view the customizable features that been available in the VM. So how many ports, what all are the servers in the individual ports. So if I have any storage account related to this, or I have installed anything inside my VM, I can able to track everything from here. So I need to view the performance or some other features. I can have a drop down for a workbook. Each thing I can able to navigate, and I can work on those. So as of now, there is no connection, means it will show no connection. If you have if your subscription of the VM have some other subscription, at least it will display the list of subscriptions. So this is how I can able to view individual things in my VM. So I don't have the existing report. I created some report that's been already available. So this is my report that I created for my last run. I just viewed all those futures what I shown there. I just calculated the result, and then I made it as a report for my upcoming progress. This is how VM performance or VM connection or some other analytic insights can be calculated and stored for the future comparison. So after this, and I have some other features like while I'm using a VM, it's quite easy because I'm just creating my VM, and I will have the list of VM under my subscription, so I can easily work on individual VM and I can easily monitor. So I have a club of VM where I can't able to count the number of VM. How can I do that? So you can club everything in a single workspace or a worksheet. So you can count individual VM performance as a report, and you can bias the report, and you can pull those report as I shown before. Either it's a performance based or based on the analytics or some other things. So that's what new thing in this build. After this, everything, whatever things you already have or you want to link to monitor, you can link everything. This is my storage account I just created for a demo. I can monitor this also. I can customize my storage account. This will do that directly open to my storage account with my insights. So I can view the status like this. This is like containers. Like I already deployed an application in my container. I want to monitor my container. My container is like AKS or Azure Service Fabric or some other thing. For Azure Service Fabric, till now I have no documentation seen for monitoring. But AKS and Azure Arc is already they have monitoring services. So here I can see the insights of my monitored cluster as well as unmonitored cluster. These futures are same as like that of VM futures. So how much VM there and how much you are monitoring, how much are left over because of the workspace difference, everything you can see from here. So other things like I can go with the network things also. This is launched as a preview. You can monitor your network health also. As we discussed in the slide, we can monitor the key wallets. I have some credentials that been stored in my key wallet. I want to monitor the health of the key wallet without my data breach. I can use this. And same for Redis cache. This is what monitoring Azure monitors have now compared to before. Some of the features been previewed from late December, some after the build. So if you explore the each and everything, it's very good compared to before monitoring service. So it's quite good to go. And that's all about my session.